Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about my home notebook and how I use it in correlation with my planner. So I introduced my home notebook a couple of weeks ago. If you missed that video, I will link it above. In that video, I really do dive into exactly the setup around my home notebook. In this video though, I really wanted to talk about how these two are connected and how I use them together. So first thing is my planner is a letter size, but my home notebook is a classic size. So if you can see the difference, the letter size is 8.5 by 11, but the classic size is 7 by 9.25. And I usually will not carry this one with me. This one will usually stay at home, but every now and then, if I do decide to carry it with me, I will just pick them both up together, and they are still pretty easy to carry around. My home notebook is more of a notebook that I use throughout the year. This one is one that I will keep at home on my desk, but I have a bunch of inserts in here that I will use throughout the year in order to help me along with my planner. This is where I keep a lot of my personal items. I think I saw a couple of comments on some of my previous videos about how my planner seems like it's really related to my business, and for the most part it is. I do a lot of my work and my church items in my planner. However, I do have a personal planner that I will use for some of my home stuff, and then the other home items will live in this notebook. So things that have to relate to my home, like different projects that I'm working on, cleaning, ideas that I might have, routines, projects, things that I need to do, all of that will be within this notebook, especially a lot of the things that have to do with the kids and my husband will go in this notebook. So I'm going to give you a really quick flip through of each section and how I use it. So the very first section is my daily section. So the daily section is a bunch of daily inserts, and I will use these to replan my day. So many times when my day is thrown off and I need to replan because it is not going as I have scheduled it within my weekly planner, or I just have more on my list of things to do than I had originally planned, I will replan within my daily planner. So this is a great spot for me to refocus and regroup on different things that I may need to get done throughout my day. The second section that I have in here is my brain dump section. So my brain dump section is very much like my brainstorming notebook, but this is a spot where I will keep up with different things that are coming up that I just need to stay on top of. A lot of times I will end up using this area for home projects and different things that I might want to get done within my home, but it is a space where it could be home stuff, it could be church things, it could be things that I need to plan or to read, or it could even be work. I will really use this section for brain dumping, and then I will just add little stickers to let myself know what topic I am talking about in a particular section. So at the top here, I wrote down a bunch of to-do items, and I also was brainstorming video ideas, hence this video right here. I wrote it down within this section. I will also keep this section to write down different notes. So my dad was in the hospital around Thanksgiving, and I used this section in order to write down different notes from his doctors to track his progress and to keep up with different things I needed to do for him. This is also a section where I might keep up with different things that's going on for the kids as well, their projects and different things that I might need to do. And even if I write it in here, I may end up transferring that information to my planner as well, but this will have way more details. So if I put it in my personal planner, it might be a highlight to just jog my memory and remind myself to pick up some things that my kids need for a project. But this section of my home notebook will tell me what I was planning on doing with those supplies and additional things like when that project might be due. But I really like to use this section as journaling, just to write down different things that's going on with my house and with my family. Now, sometimes I will add things for work, but for the most part, this is my home notebook, so it is mainly personal items. The next section in here is my habit tracker, and my habit tracker is where I am keeping up with all of the habits that I would like to get done throughout the week. So these are daily habits. I will write them down on the side here, and then I will check them off as I go. But this is a great spot for me to stay on top of my routines and to make sure that I am doing them on a consistent basis. After After this section, we have my meal planner. And my meal planner is where me and my husband will talk about all of our meals and the different things that we are planning on doing throughout the week. So this is where my meal planning will start, and usually I will move it over into my planner once we have decided everything that we're going to eat for the week. Now, sometimes we will do 3 to 4 days at a time just because we will change our mind a lot. Meal planning is a very big thing around our house because my family do like to eat different things, but this is where the process will start. When me and my husband will have a meeting on a Sunday, I will write down everything that we are thinking about our meal planning for the week. Also, if we do decide to purchase food, I will add the price so that I can keep up with how much we have spent on food throughout the week as well. After this section, we do have my home cleaning section. Now, my home cleaning section is where I am mapping out all of the cleaning that we will do for either an event or throughout the week. So for Thanksgiving, I did use this where I was kind of mapping out different rooms and what I needed to do in those rooms. And I did start one for Christmas. And for Christmas, I had to purchase some things, which I did end up purchasing. And so I added how much I ended up spending. And I am just writing down a long list of the things that we need to do to prepare the house before we have house guests. So it could be a specific area of our home, like I am creating a linen closet. And so these are the things that I needed to get for the linen closet. Or it could be just things I needed to do for our guests. So we're going to have multiple guests. So I did need to purchase a new air mattress and I wanted to get some additional sheets. So I've written that down here as well. But I love to use this section in order to map out different projects, organization, things that I wanted to do, or preparing for guests coming in. And my last section is an other section, and right now I am using it for holiday tracking. So I do have my gift tracker here, and I'm kind of checking off when I wrapped a present, if I purchased one yet, how much I spent. That is how I am using this particular section. And then I also have my Christmas menu, and this was our Thanksgiving menu, which I just moved to the back because Thanksgiving is currently over. But I do like to keep up with different things that is coming up for the holidays, like the holiday budget, my decorations, and we just put up our tree. So I am going to kind of mark off different things here. However, I used everything that I had. We didn't need to purchase anything else, and I don't believe I will need any new storage. So I probably won't really need this sheet for this particular holiday, but I do like having it because every now and then I will switch it up and I will add new decorations into my inventory, and this is a great spot for me to keep that. But this entire section is dedicated to holiday planning, and sometimes I will use this section for birthday planning or other types of events if it is not the holidays. So my home notebook is pretty simple, but this is a great spot for me to kind of keep up with just different things that are going on with my home and my family. I will add some of these things, like I said, in my personal planner, but my personal planner really is around my personal eating, my workouts, and a lot of the self-care things that I need to do for myself. However, I will also add some of the things that I have added in here. But my home notebook is a great spot for me to stay on top of family, kids, things that I need to do for my parents, projects that we are working on, routines that I would like to keep in my home, and things like that. And like I said, this one does live at my house. Usually I will keep it open on my desk, and even though I will bring my planner everywhere that I go, this one will usually stay at home. Because for the most part, it is for my house, and I won't need it when I am outside of my house. And if there is something that I feel like I am going to need later on, like a list for groceries, or even like how I have the gift tracker here, if I feel like I need this sheet and I need to bring it with me to the store, I will just pull out the sheet instead of taking the entire book. It's very rare that I will need this entire book, so for the most part, it will stay at home. But I did want to share the difference between the two because this one just really does help me to add additional details, additional things that I might need, and things that I might need to refer back to all year long. A lot of times when I am doing my annual budget and I am looking at how much I spent in the holiday season, I will refer back to this notebook, because this notebook is one that has all of the pages all year long. And so I am easily able to refer to it and see what was happening in my home at a particular time. So I wanted to share this one with you, and I hope that it helped. If you are interested in this notebook, I will link it in the description box below, and I will see you all in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.